I come to work every day and I don't look at the clock constantly. I don't rush my day away or sit there, on break miserably thinking about how I can't wait until this day is over. I go in there every day and I absolutely love what I do. So much so that when it's like 4:30, I'm looking at the clock and thinking, where did the day go? It went by too fast, Well, can we go back to lunchtime?
Hello, how are you?
I'm almost in shock with how my life has turned out. I never thought that I would get back to, any kind of normalcy. I literally was at the bottom of the bottom. Growing up, I was abused by my dad in every way that you can be. From the earliest memories that I have up until I was pregnant with my daughter at the age of 23. I just remember feeling unsafe. Most parents are trying to protect their children from predators, and there was a predator living inside of my house. Somehow, in this messed up kind of way, the abuse became comfortable. It became what I was used to. So that kind of led me into getting into several different abusive relationships. My boyfriend at the time, we was on meth together, and I feel like it really turned him evil. He would just beat me for no reason, beat me in the back of the head. And I couldn't understand. I just wanted him to love me. My whole life, I just desperately wanted to be loved. The way that I first became homeless, me and my children were evicted from our apartment, and I decided to relapse. I dropped them off at the babysitter's house, and I went and relapsed. They were with the babysitter for about a week before I got the call that they were taken. After I relapsed, I just kind of gave up on myself. It was difficult, and it was during the winter time, so it was hard to keep warm. I'd have to build a fire and kind of hang out by the fire, or I'd have a couple of jackets on if I had to go somewhere, God was pursuing me, and, the whole time I was out there. One night I was crying out to God, and I was, praying and just basically just pouring out my heart and, telling him how sorry I was for what I did, and that I just wanted to be reunited with my children. I just wanted my children back, and, it was kind of that moment where I felt things shift. I came into the Dream Center in April, and that's when my perspective started to change. It started to shift from, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get my children back. And, it shifted to kind of like all things are possible with God. So the Dream Center started giving me tools that I needed to become a better parent, to become a better person. They've been the hands and the feet of Jesus. They love you unconditionally. They don't care what you look like when you walk in here. They don't care, what you smell like, none of it. They just want to see people do good. They want to see people in a relationship with Jesus. They want to see people make it. They don't just have this program here for their benefit or, for them to look good. They truly just care about people, and they want to see people be able to maintain that stable life. Me and my family, the restoration happened within 2 months of being here. God had so much favor on my life. I walked into the courtroom and the judge sat there and said how proud he was of me. I've never heard a judge say that in my life. He was so happy for my children to come back to me. I'll just be in my house or driving down the road and I'll just start crying because I'm overflowing with gratitude. I've seen the goodness of God. I've seen where He's brought me from. He pulled me out of the muck and mire and He set me on a solid foundation. And that's where I am today.